Good Friday afternoon, everyone out there in Wildcat Nation. I just want to come in with this Friday's video news and notes to remind you of some things coming up the next couple weeks. Also want to tell you what a great week it has been here this week at Irvington. Believe it or not, this is the first full week we've had in November, and it's the last week of November, so Old Man Winter showed up a little early this year. So we are happy to have gotten in a full week. We are thankful that the weather cooperated and we got back into some sort of a routine, so we're thankful for that. Now, next week is MAP testing. That stands for Measures of Academic Progress. It's the winter session of MAP testing. We did one back in the fall, and so what we do that 3 times each year, and so this time we'll check the students' scores and see what kind of improvements they've made, any lapses in any information that they may not have gotten. And that really helps our teachers guide instruction. So we'll be doing that next week. It's very super important that you talk to your kids about giving a great effort on the MAP test that's coming up next week. Also next week on Wednesday, it's picture proof due day. So you have those picture proofs at home, make sure you send those in. Those are due on Wednesday. Obviously, of course, you can send them in early. Just send those in, have your students give those to Miss Garner, the picture lady, so she can take care of that for us. Now, that's next week. Week after next is a big week. That final full week before Christmas, we'll have our Santa Shop. Santa Shop's going to take place on the 11th through the 14th. So that's week after next. Students are super excited. They always get excited about going into the Santa Shop and buying gifts for mom and dad and grandma and grandpa and aunt and uncle and brother and sister. So make sure you mark your calendars and prepare for Santa Shop the 11th through the 14th. Also, coming up that next week on the 13th, it's a Thursday, that's our annual Christmas program. A great event in the life of our school and in our community. The K through 2 program begins at 5 o'clock school time on the 13th, and then the 3rd through 5th grade program is at 6:30 on the 13th. Tons and tons of people come out for that. It is a great event. Kids are so cute doing their Christmas thing. And so that really, truly, if you're not in the Christmas spirit by that point, on the 13th really should do the trick. Seeing kids singing about Christmas really gets you excited about the holiday season. Coming home in the near future, probably next week, are going to be these packets. These packets of information called NTI packets. That stands for Non-Traditional Instruction. And so what our Board of Education has done this year is they've approved us to have NTI days. Those days are on snow days when we don't have school. Students can continue their learning from home. So you look in those packets, it's going to have day 1 and give you some choices or some things to do to continue their learning. Day 2, same thing, 3, 4, and 5. So coming home really soon will be NTI packets for days 1 through 5. Now, when do you use those packets? We will be sure when we announce that there's no school on Tuesday in Breckinridge County. That will be NTI day number 1. So we'll be sure to communicate that with you. If we just say school's canceled in Breckinridge County, that means school's canceled in Breckinridge County. It is not an NTI day. So be sure you check for that information. When the text message comes out, it'll say NTI day number 1. When you call the snow hotline, it'll say NTI day number 1. So be sure you're looking for that as well. If it don't say NTI day, then it's not an NTI day. Our teachers are going to be here on the 20th without students, working on days 6 through 10. So we have been approved for up to 10 NTI days. Doesn't mean we'll use them all, but the idea behind it is to have students out of school by Memorial Day. So that's what the whole plan is. Like this past year, we went up in June before we got out of school. So in an effort to try to get students out as early as possible, we have been approved and are going to be doing those non-traditional instruction days. So be looking for that. I want to again thank you and thank the students for hard work this week. Again, back into a routine. You probably see behind me some new wall decorations. Breck Strong. We are better when you succeed. That's part of our district's mission and the new initiative in our school district, that we truly are better as a district when our kids succeed. So, hope you have a great weekend. Get out and enjoy Sunday. Looks like it's going to be a beautiful day. Get out and enjoy yourselves on Sunday. Always remember, choose happy, Breck Strong, and go Wildcats. Have a great weekend, guys. See you Monday.